Alright, who's in the mood for a jailbreak? Wow. So for this first mission we're doing today, yeah, remember, it's we're rescuing Mox from his jail cell where he's been imprisoned by the assassin. At least we're hoping to. There's a couple of things at work that are unusual for this mission. The first is we're only allowed 3 characters. The second is the sit rep. We all get a free use of the conceal ability, which means if we get revealed, we can reconceal ourselves once each. The third is what you're seeing in the top right corner right there, security level 1, enemy at ease. Right now that's the same as any other map. The enemy has no idea we're here, but it's not purely binary in this particular mission, the way it is in most missions. As the enemy becomes more aware of us, as we engage in firefights, etc., if we do, that number is going to climb. I think all the way up to 10, I could be wrong, maybe it's up to 7, I don't remember. But as it gets higher, they start calling in reinforcements and all kinds of terrible stuff happens, so you really don't want to be seen until you have to be seen. Now we have what? Here's this, here's Mox. We gotta get into this building. Usually this building has doors on either side, so we can go left or right. I'm gonna go to the right, I guess. Now obviously you could be crazy and go to the center here, but we don't want to be seen, so I'm going to go around the entire perimeter of the building and try and avoid being seen. It's going to take a bit of time, probably.
On the move. Stay clear of those turrets. We're still not entirely sure if they're fully automated or remotely triggered.
In any times I've played this game, though, I've never seen enemies... I don't think I've seen enemies outside the walls. I think as long as we stay away from those walls, we should be pretty good. So when I say we're going to take our time, it won't be that long. We can pretty much, you know, take 2 bounds every time. There's no reason to set ourselves into Overwatch, I don't think. We want to make sure we stay under cover in the direction of those walls, though, always. And don't enter the red squares, obviously.
Enemy patrol on the move. Got it. Moving.
Like I said, I've never seen anybody outside the walls. It's still kind of stupid for me to do a double bound forward like that. I could do 1 and 1, you know, make sure that there's nothing there. But for sure we know there's nothing up here. These guys would see it.
We have Firebrand on standby for evac, Commander, but as soon as she gets in range, the whole compound will go on high alert. We should hold back unless we have the target, or it's an absolute emergency.
Heading out.
Affirmative. Solid copy.
It's like Alcatraz, look at that. Water down there. Again, you can see his stuff spills over, so we don't want to hide here. But as long as we stay out here, we should be totally fine.
Okay.
I don't think I can be seen here, but the fact that it has a red shield, I'm 99% sure I understand the mechanics of the game, and therefore I can't be seen there. But why risk it? Let him get by a bit.
Closing on target position now.
Let's let him move around a bit so we're not totally exposed.
On Overwatch. Heading to that location. Affirmative. Covering now.
It's a little bit of an awkward layout here with the water immediately to our right. And, you know, the wall being where it is. But I'm pretty sure we can go like this. Yes, we're exposed to him, but I don't think he can see us there. Why should we risk it? Oh, fuck it.
That's affirmative.
Take it a little bit slower. Better safe than sorry.
Roger. I've got my eyes on. Orders confirmed. On the move. Moving to Overwatch.
Yeah, they must not be able to see us, because technically they're flanking us now, and they're just not looking is the point. I guess they're not in any way concerned and looking out the woods, you know. So our front guy first. One bound forward.
Moving to position.
There's the door we want, and it's open. It's convenient.
Headed out.
Here.
On it. Got it. Moving. Headed there now. Roger, I've got my eyes on.
Let's let these guys catch up.
Double time. Move, move, move.
Oh, they did come out. Look at that. Fascinating. Good to know for future playthroughs. Now, I just want to see among these guys, what are the skills they have? He's got just base specialist. He's got medical. Okay. So let's send him to here first of all.
Moving to designated coordinates.
Not seeing anything that's good. These guys
Will do.
here.
That's affirmative.
Let's take a look inside. That's where we're going. Okay.
Scanning. Eyes on the prize. Orders confirmed. Moving out.
Come back to him in 1 second.
Understood. Moving out.
I'm not sure if there's a way to actually... Oh yeah, left stick to see character details. Let me see the... Interesting. Let me see the details of each of these guys. His hack is 55. E for back. This other guy. His hack is 50. So we want the medical guy actually to do the honors of hacking this. So let's hold off 1 turn. He has a slightly higher hack skill.
I'm on it. Roger that. Affirmative. Covering now.
Now when it comes time to evacuate, we have to call in the ship, the Sky Ranger, where we want it to pick us up. As soon as we do that, though, the base goes on higher alert because suddenly there's an enemy ship hovering over the goddamn base. So we need to be a little bit careful about that.
Moving to designated coordinates.
We do have to go in there, physically in there, because so let's get this guy. Let's get this guy to get closer.
Already there.
We literally have to pick up the body. Like, the Mox will be unconscious when we grab him. We have to pick him up and bring him. So let's not do this yet. We will hack it from there eventually. This guy that... Let's actually put this guy out here to make sure the getaway is clean. Right now we're planning to go out here. We could always blow a hole in the wall or something with a grenade and go out that way.
On Overwatch.
Let's face it for now.
Moving to Overwatch. infiltrating access point. Accessing system. We've got access. The VIP is secure and we're on the move. Heading there now. No problem. We're busted! Affirmative. Moving out.
Maybe it did. If so, I'll get in trouble.
Closer look. Taken care of. Overwatch! We're picking up increased comm chatter in the compound. They've noticed something is up. We haven't lost the advantage yet, though. Try to avoid engaging their forces if possible. Move into position. Got some goods here. Roger that. Double time. Affirmative, covering now. I'm all right. I need an evac here! Firebrand is in position and the compound is on full alert. Time to move. Moving. VIP secure and in position for evac. Affirmative. Just in time. locking it in.
All XCOM operatives are secure. Firebrand is returning to base.
Everything by the numbers. Mission accomplished.
I just hope your soldier was not too scarred by the experience, as brief as it was.
Dissidents cannot defeat our noble union. Today's fugitive abduction from an Advent detention center is a sign of desperation. For only true deviants would ever join XCOM's corrupt cause.
Not sure if I was muted there for a bit. Hopefully not. Pretty straightforward mission either way, just in and out.
It wasn't easy, but Mox has been safely returned, Commander.
Alright.
He's eager to get back into the fight.
So just to get it out of the way as well, you're seeing Squatty Ho is tired. Tired does not prevent them from being put on a mission. They won't automatically be put on a mission, i.e. it'll choose somebody who's not tired when it just decides who to go on the mission. But we could put him in if we wanted to. It leads to bigger problems for him. I think it could lead to mental problems if you send him in. His will is diminished, I think. Anyway, Corporal Popov is now Sergeant Popov. It kind of sucks. His hack is actually kind of high, and therefore I'd like to go with Haywire. But I made him a medic. Like I tend to, for these guys, I tend to keep them in strict lines of, you know, are they medics or are they hackers? So we're going with a medic for him. These guys are not ready to... Oh, they could. We can make a bond here. Might as well. Yeah. Bond photo. Hammer and anvil. Can't, because of my recording bar, I can't see their names. Something in Popov. Cool. That's a good thing. We haven't seen that in action yet. We'll see that mechanic in a little bit when we get through the field. Got Mox back, got an expanded magazine, that's great. So he's a new troop we have.
Efficiently executed and no casualties. You can lead the Reapers any day, Commander. Well done.
Thank you, Riker. Alright, we need to build the resistance ring. That's the biggest thing. We've got to get this alien machinery cleared out of here before we can do that. We are training a rookie. We are decrypting an Advent data pad. We really should get on magnetic weapons soon. Alright, good to go. What were we doing out here, do you recall, before we did this?
This is the headquarters of the Skirmisher faction. They may look like Advent, but they sure don't act like it. Now that we've established contact, we can scan at this location to gain additional support for our cause.
You know them as they were, the soldiers of Advent. Now they are free to choose. If you stay your course, Commander, they will stand with you until the end. Commander,
We were...
I believe it is time that we meet. I am Betos, first of the freed Advent. You are safe here. Praetor Mox was new to our cause, but he believed in our people's freedom, in this alliance, in you, Commander. I shall do the same. My skirmishers stand ready, should you need them. May our people stand united until the false gods fall.
Awesome, okay. So, you can see we've made contact now officially with the skirmishers as well, which means here we have 2 new faction orders we'll have access to when it comes time to assign our faction orders, and we will have new missions available to us when we have the ring up and running as well.
We are ready for more orders, Commander. We only await your...
The 2 new ones they gave us Oh, this is a good one. Weak points. Any shredding attack from XCOM does an additional +1 shred to the target. You haven't seen that yet, I don't think, either. We haven't seen many armored things yet. Those turrets we just saw, I don't know if you noticed, had a couple little yellow pips on their health. That indicates armor. When you do damage to an armored enemy, however many armor points it has, the damage is reduced by that much. So if we just shot that turret, it did 4 damage, it had 2 pips, we'd only done 2 damage. If you have a shredding attack, when you apply the damage to the armor, it actually eliminates the armor. Depends on how good your shredding is. You can take out multiple points of armor, maybe only 1, it depends. But with this, we'll do an extra 1 shredding when we shred. Explosives always shred, by the way. And other than that, only certain characters do. And this was a good one too. Vulture enemies drop additional loot items. That's pretty good. Okay, the very first thing we have to do, though, we were getting this going. I want the engineer, though, first.
We are both lost, and in turn caused great loss for others. I
forget which one we were going for. Maybe it was one over here by my right.
You send others.
Hello, Commander. It would seem your recent activities have gotten Advent's attention. Our unwelcome guests are on the move. Advent has been diverting considerable resources and personnel to covert facilities across the globe. The exact details of these operations are highly classified. However, they do have one thing in common. A single word that appears in all their files. Avatar. I believe the black site we had previously uncovered to be but a part of this Avatar project. Based on what we have uncovered so far, its true scope is far greater. This project is being directed from the very top of Advent, from a source I am still unable to determine. All attempts to uncover its identity have met with failure. It is time to take a more direct approach. Though we may not know the exact nature of this Avatar project, we can still disrupt it. We must root out these hidden facilities with the help of local resistance cells, disrupt our enemy's operations, and in the process, uncover the truth. Locate the source of this Avatar project, and then destroy it. Were the enemy to succeed in their efforts, I am certain it would mean the end for us all. I am confident you will take whatever measures necessary to eliminate this threat, Commander.
Okay, so we're introduced to another mechanic.
The aliens' progress on this
Several,
Avatar
perhaps.
project here. If they finish what they've started, it sounds like it'll be the end for all of us.
So that is indeed true. The Avatar project is the ultimate goal of the aliens. At this point in the game, we don't know what that goal is, but periodically they make progress towards it. That progress is denoted, as you'll see in a second, by a little linear bar that fills up with 12 different squares in it. I think the game starts, once the Avatar project is revealed, they already have 3 squares filled. If they ever get all the way to 12, it starts a countdown clock, which is like a doomsday clock, because when that clock runs out, the game ends in failure. So we need to make sure, A, we're moving kind of quickly, but B, we're going to have to sabotage that in any way we can as we go along, because we will not have time to finish the game. Personally, I won't, at this difficulty level, have time to finish the game before it simply fills up. So yeah, you'll see it in a second. My broadcast bar, the one inconvenient thing about where I've placed it is it covers the Avatar project advancement exactly, so I gotta kind of keep track in my head of how far they've advanced, or else move the bar periodically to find out. Three out of 12. We can also go back here and see the dark events they're working on again, that's right. These are the 2 things they're working on, we knew that from before. Try and sabotage that. Let's get the engineer. Alright, we got another mission to do. Several missions, choice-wise. Here you can see how we can start.
We've established, we're getting requests for support from multiple sites around the world. Unfortunately, we only have the resources to respond to one of them. The decision is yours.
Now, in a typical month, you saw those 2 dark events we just looked at. In a typical month, there'll be 3 dark events, 2 that you know, and 1 that is unknown, and you can spend intel to find out what the one you don't know is. And then you'll have a choice between 3 different missions you can take to try to sabotage one of those. There are other ways to also thwart these dark events, but this is the most common way. So right now we have 2 choices only. We can do Operation Holy Laughter, great name. We have to sabotage a transmitter, it's easy. If we succeed, we will gain a scientist, and it will stop the wild hunt. The Chosen are much more likely to appear in combat, provided we succeed. Or Operation Dread Thunder, neutralize a field commander, also easy, 134 supplies, and it would stop XCOM soldiers would suffer greater losses to their will in combat. Out of the 2, I'm more frightened of this one. I'd rather stop the Chosen from showing up, so let's do this.
Setting course for the Arctic.
I'd rather have the scientists than supplies too right now. So we have 5 guys coming in here. We do have a new weapon upgrade. What was it? We got an expanded magazine. I'd like to save that for snipers, though. So we're not going to use it right now. So I think we're good. Almost good to go. Let's do make utility items available. No, I guess not. I was going to put the nanoscale vest on somebody, but I don't want anybody to have it, so I think we're good to go. Let's do this. I want to customize him, though. I don't love having that mask on his face. It just kind of bugs me. Face. Where's his face? Not his body. His face. 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 Face mask. Lower face prop. Like different bandanas. I don't want anything. Give me a cigarette. If you insist on having something in your face, there you go. Let's go. Alright. Off we go.
Sky Ranger deployed.
Menace, ready to deploy.
I think my wife just got up. Surprisingly early. Yep. Hey, babe. Yeah, your alarm doesn't usually go for 15 minutes, I thought.
Powered up some kind of psionic transmitter in this area, and if they're assuming no one knows about it yet, it shouldn't be that well guarded. If we can take it down quickly, Advent's operations across this entire region will be in disarray.
So back to Beijing. This time above ground, at least, with Operation Holy Laughter. We can, I think we don't have to use X4 charges. I could be wrong. I think you can do it with your weapons, but we do have specifically X4 charges for this mission. Good to remember because I played my last playthrough before it crashed and destroyed the game. Speaking of which, let's save the game as soon as we land here so we don't crash it. In my last game, I didn't know if I had C4 or not, and I tried to approach an object, and I didn't have it, and I got killed because of it. So you only have it when it tells you have it, clearly. Start doing a save at the start of every mission, at least.
Psionic transmitter in this area, tied directly into their primary network. Our intel suggests destroying it while it's still connected will severely damage their linked systems. Plant the explosives before they have a chance to pull the plug. We got a last-minute tip that Advent has additional materials stashed somewhere in the AO, but we don't have an exact position. The clock is ticking, but we should still try to recover that gear if possible. These two are working together like a well-oiled machine. As long as we keep them close to each other in the field, they'll reap various tactical benefits as their bond continues to grow.
Alright, we'll talk about that in a second. Let's save it first. A lot of things to talk about here. Confirm. Okay. Save game. As YT. Wherever the hell that is. Matter of fact, I'll save it as YT2. When you are doing this, I usually find it's good to have 2 save games in case one of them gets corrupted. At least you have the other. If you alternate saving, you know. Anyways, so much to tell us. The first thing is, these two have a bond. So these are two we just bonded a second ago on the last mission. This shotgunner here, Han, Hammer and Anvil. Han and whatever his fucking name is. Popov. You can see down here, I'm not going to use it, but you can see right here, they have something called teamwork. This is the only thing this bond grants us right now. Once per mission, either one or the other of them can grant their one of their actions to the other character. So if somebody's already done both his actions, doesn't have time for a third, it really needs a third to get to cover or to get off a shot or something, the other character can sacrifice one of its own actions to give him an action. But it'll only work once per mission. That's that. The next thing we want to talk about is the network separation. You can see we only have 4 turns. That's it. 4 turns to get all the way here and plant X4 charges on that thing and blow it up. Now in this particular mission, though, there will be en route some other things. There'll be these things called relays, power relays. If we see them, we can destroy them. A single shot will always destroy them. I think it always hits. Destroying each relay will grant 1 extra turn on that meter. However, firing that shot will reveal us, so unless you can get right next to it. Maybe if you get right next to it, you can just power it down manually without revealing yourself. I forget. Just remember that now. The third thing we want to talk about is a sit rep that I didn't even notice. So on this map, there are also hidden supplies, which would be great to grab. But unfortunately, because of the time limit, we don't want to grab them right now. If we see them en route, of course we'll grab them, but we can't go out of our way looking for them right now. Anything we find, though, before the mission ends, we'll get to keep. Unfortunately, even though we're kind of staying on the map after the mission, although we will get, say, anything that drops on the ground, any extra weapons to say that's still on the ground, any extra weapon upgrades that are still on the ground at the end of the mission, we will pick those up. We won't get the extra supplies we haven't grabbed, so it's something you have to manually go out of your way to do, if you can. Alright, let's start advancing forward. Let's move this. No, let's move one of our front guys first. Welcome to the team, Mox. Can't quite make it anywhere that I can stay under cover. So let's go now. First.
Objective here.
Alright, so this is one of those things.
That relay is feeding energy directly into their network. If you can destroy it, it may disrupt their efforts to isolate the transmitter.
I just thought of that now. I'm 90% sure if we get up to it, we can turn it off, but I could be wrong about that. So it might be a little dangerous to be charging over there, but I'm nonetheless going to try and charge over there.
Heading out.
By charge over there, I mean take a couple of turns. Provided we get it off now or get it off later, either way it saves us 1 turn, right? It doesn't matter. But if I'm wrong about that, then I wasted time trying to get to it when I could have just shot it. This is my current best hacker. Let's get him to here.
Down the motor.
You can try and hack that big tower there in a second, if he so chooses. One reason I think I might be wrong about the relay is I don't think I can send my little drone to hack it. Therefore, maybe you can't turn it off manually. Maybe I'm making that up. Either way, getting far forward on this first turn is not a bad thing. Is this guy a rookie? No, it's a squatty. Oh yeah, it's my Mohawk girl. Take a look at her in a second. I want to see what her hacking skill is. I intended to make her a hacker. That was my original battle plan with her. Because she looks like a fucking hacker. Let's see if there's anything in this building I can see. Staying under cover until we reach that purple thing would be a really big boon. That's why I don't want to, okay, there we go. There's another one in here. I saw it. Inside this building, there's another one of these relays.
Eyes on a hostile patrol.
And some enemies. Alright, let's try this first. Let's go to the skirmisher, pardon me. So he can't get there right now without alerting them. So I won't even worry about that one yet. First of all, let's see what benefits could be gained by hacking this. In theory. If you check this out and then don't follow through, it doesn't cost you anything. So we could do this. Reduce enemy will by 50%. I think that's all the enemies, their will would drop by 50%. I don't know what that would really gain us right now. They don't tend to panic as far as I've seen. And we don't have any psychics on our own team to fight them, or at least not yet. So it wouldn't really help us that much, I don't think. This would be kind of cool. This soldier would gain complete immunity from any attacks for the next 2 attacks. But I only have a 17% chance of succeeding. Now, on fail in this case, there actually is a problem. You can see over there on the left. Whichever one of these, if we choose to do it, if we fail, it results in a group of enemy reinforcements being called down on our position. We don't need that kind of hassle right now. So Rain Man, just seeing his nickname, Rain Man will not do that. Should have made him a hacker. Let us, however... How close are we? And again, if taking this thing out right now... Let's move to here first. One way or the other. See what we can see. You can see two of these, just for the record. Where are they? One up there. If it's true that walking up to it allows me to power it down, then I really want to do that. So let's find out once and for all. If I'm wrong, I'm wasting a lot of time, and we're putting ourselves in grave danger here for no reason. Oh, it looks like I'm right. Look like a green thing. Oh no, that's because this guy has his give bonus turn to that guy. No point in doing so now. Let's move up to here.
I'm all over it.
Try and get closer to that thing without revealing ourselves, if we can. Just know they're on the left. Let's stay covered on the left. Man, I'd love to get to that thing. We can't quite get there yet, so let's just go to here.
As ordered.
Something over here to my left too. I can't quite see what it is. So it's civilians. We didn't notice a giant fucking Reaper wearing feathers creep in. Thankfully.
Copy that.
Something passing outside the door there we can see as well. Oh fuck, they saw us. Alright. My troops are not really in a good position to fire, most of them. How did he see me through a closed door? Oh, it's got little slats in it. Alright, well, it is what it is. No need to specifically manually turn these things off anymore. We're going to be shooting at them.
They got me flanked!
Got a stupid firefight on our hands now.
Advent has almost cut off the transmitter from their network. We're running out of time.
First things first, just to know if it's true. Could he have done it? On top of that, no, you can't. You can't do that. Okay, so let's get him under cover, and then he'll shoot at this thing probably. We don't have time to not shoot at it. In other words. Although if he has a good clean shot at an enemy, I'll take it. Let's do him last. We do have one extra turn to play with here, so if we need to, we can. I don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. I could hit him 100% chance. It looks like it'd probably kill him. Let's go for it. Didn't quite kill him. Unfortunately. Let's move her up to the heavy cover here.
Moving to position.
See if she can't, 61%, it's pretty good.
Got here.
Awesome.
Target eliminated.
And we automatically pick up what we got dropped. Hair trigger.
Tech guys will love this.
Alright, Mox. Mox has two choices here. I mean, he could stay here and fire twice at this guy. And possibly / probably get killed. Or he can move. Can I get rid of that guy? I could charge out here and try and get rid of him. If I tried to fire the sectoid right now. 34% chance. I have a grenade as well I could use. What if I use this to get out of here? Where would he end up? Let's do this. Let's use this to get around.
Utilizing hook.
Not quite sure how he got there. But it worked out. Now that sectoid is out here, right? So let me get down to here. Let me try and stay a little further back so we don't, no, we don't get that close to that thing. Alright, let's go over here, like I said. Swordsman will still probably come for me. I may lose him. I hope not, but I may. But I can get a nice clean shot off at this and possibly / probably kill it. Alright, so the sectoid's dead.
From the Elder stock. Ammunition is low.
We're gonna have to do a ton of firing at these devices next turn. But for now, let's
Orders confirmed. On the move.
try and take these enemies out so we're not getting killed. We do have time, technically. Let's take out all the cover in that region. I might have seen another enemy over there. I'm not sure just now. Might have seen another enemy back here. Maybe not. Maybe it's just the thing. Alright, let's fire at the exposed dude. 76% chance to hit. Not quite. Needs to stock. Let me do some damage. I did not expect him to come this way.
They're repositioning on us!
Miss. Haha.
Get down here!
This is a priest, by the way. Advent priest. If we haven't met them before, I don't recall. So use a technique that priests have called stasis. Stasis puts me, as you might expect, in stasis. I.e., my character, that character cannot move this turn, nor can he be attacked this turn, but he can be next turn. I don't want to move him because I'm afraid of losing this perfect shot, so it's kind of exposed. Good enough.
No longer a
We
threat.
have to kill that guy. Go ahead, you can stay here and do this. Go to one of these.
Well done. As we had hoped, the network separation
Oh right,
has
we can
been
go
temporarily
again.
delayed.
Unfortunately, we gotta reload. Can we get him to a position where he can, even though we're exposed, can we get him to a position where he's not under cover there? Or can I just fire another fucking grenade? Fuck him. Alright, so that thing's dead. That may remove stasis, it may not, I don't know. Nope. Okay. So let's move him as close as we can to where we're trying to get to. And still be able to fire. I guess that's to here.
That's affirmative.
Fire at one of these devices. Oh, she did come out. Oh, that was because it's the end of my turn. I'm gonna get back downstairs. There's one down there. Right, are we downstairs? Are we still? Where the hell are we? Compared to where I thought we were. Maybe we are downstairs. A little confused as where he ended up when he did his fucking grappling hook.
Moving out. Running dry on ammo. Headed there now.
He can't, eh? I thought he could see it maybe from there. So just run him to here. He'll shoot this fucking one next time, and then run up the stairs.
Position confirmed.
Got lots of time now. he's got it. No, actually, let's do that, of course. That way he doesn't have to waste time standing there shooting. And let's put him up here where he can be closer to the target. I'm trying to start learning their nicknames. I have trouble remembering their names. There's just so many of them. And I've just played recently as well, so it's kind of, those names are still kind of in my head.
Heading there now.
So who we got here? He doesn't have a nickname until you reach Sergeant level. You don't have a nickname. Okay, getting close, but we're not there yet.
Moving to designated coordinates. The target.
That's a confirmed.
Oh, we got some sectoid. Sectoid and
the X4 before they can cut
advanced trooper maybe, or is stun? Can't tell. But for this, sure we have plenty of time. Now.
We're not picking up any more of those relays. That's all the time we're going to get, Commander.
Okay, let's run him to here.
As ordered.
Use his grappling hook to get up that fucking little side over here.
Tactical movement. The bound advent approach.
Seen. I was hoping they wouldn't see me yet, but okay. We have lots of time. Let's deal with them first. Let's pull him all the way back. We're gonna get him. Let's run him down. Make sure that stun lancer can't get to him. Bring him back up next time. Meanwhile, these guys can get in position to do some damage.
Closing on target position now.
Who's that? 56 to hit who? What? 35 or 56? I should have used my grenade launcher first. Although I don't think I have any grenades left, do I?
Out of ammo here.
I think about it. No, I don't. Just a big ass machine gun. Let's go here.
Moving out.
Sure, go for it. Awesome.
Enemies down.
So we're seeing him use a power here for the first time we haven't seen before.
No respite for the dead. The aliens have found a way to mind control them now.
So sectoids can control the dead to resurrect them as zombies. But if we kill the sectoid, that zombie will also die. For the record. So let's just go kill it.
Moving to designated coordinates.
Rather than kill the zombie. We could get more experience by killing the zombie first, then killing it, but I'm not going to risk that causing a problem. And us dying, you know. Oops. Going for the wrong guy. Maybe I am risking that. Alright, let's kill that thing first. We know for sure we'll get this thing, I think. I shouldn't say we know for sure. We don't know that for sure. We'll probably be able to kill the sectoid.
Yes, Commander.
I don't know that for sure, though, do I? Is this really stupid? Let's see how good a chance we have of killing the zombie. Let's kill the zombie. For the extra experience. And hope to God I didn't make a mistake, because if this, if she misses, we could be in trouble. Alright, we're fine. Get a little extra XP there.
We're not picking up any other contacts. Get those charges deployed.
And you can run.
There.
I don't have any reason to do her rather than anyone else, but let's, apparently it's only from this side. I don't know why. We know there's nothing else on the map, so we don't have to worry about that.
I am watching.
This is end the turn. Basically just saying we're not picking up any other contact. And here we go. That would be the match. Not so much as an injury, I don't think.
Signal confirmed. X4 charges are active. That transmitter is history. Good work, Commander.
Operation Holy Laughter. Good job. I'll take a mission photo because I don't think I've showed you it yet. But just to show you the options you have. That's a weird one, eh? Look at the lighting on that. But you can choose different map locations where you want to pose your people. You can also choose what formation you want them in. If you don't want a mob, you can say, let's put them in a straight line. This is a really weird one because of the light. I don't know why that light's like that. Solo duo. I'm not actually going to take it right now. I don't see a reason to. This is a really odd picture. It's like it's got a weird app filter on it. Yeah. Just wanted to show you how this is done, in case you were curious. It took a little extra time to show you that curiosity, sorry. Longer than I expected.
For your safety, all travel between city centers has been suspended until the recent power system upgrades have been
And you can see that's the picture they took.
Please
Found a
see
nice
your
one. You
nearest
still see that weird
Advent
glow on that one.
newspaper for any further clarifications.
It's automatically a picture taken anyway, that's why I don't usually bother anymore. I tend to like their pictures better than mine anyway, they tend to take better. The AI seems to just pick a better picture.
I told the troops to expect the best, and that's what you've shown them, Commander.
Alright, 3 promotions, that's alright. Alright, Squatty Kuznetsov is now this dude. Now you can either take blast padding. Your gear includes layers of extra padding and blast plates, growing a bonus point of armor. Granting a bonus point of armor, and 66% less damage from explosive attacks, which is amazing. Or Shredder. Your cannon shreds armor. Which means we'll do... Whenever we attack somebody with armor, our first point of damage we do to them will actually eliminate one single point of that armor permanently. We're going to take that for now, I guess, especially given we have that new card coming potentially with the Shredder stuff built in. I wanted to make her a tech girl. Oh, she has hack 55 too. Let's do that. Okay, so we'll go... She's going to be our hacker. She looks like a hacker. Send the gremlin to an enemy to jolt them, dealing guaranteed damage, which is increased against robotic enemies. That's pretty cool. And Mox... Oops, not trying to do cohesion. We're trying to promote him. Now, just like the Reaper, he has special ways of promoting himself here. So he already has this stuff. We've already seen all of this stuff. He now has 10 points of his own and 9 other, which uses the 10 points of his own. When fired upon, gain 1 extra action on the next turn. That's amazing. Throwing a grenade or using an item no longer ends the turn. Or lightning reflexes. Each turn, the first reaction shot against you misses. I'm going with that. Now, this bottom row here, you can see XCOM. The top 3, Hussar, Judge, and Tactician, are their various types of skills. As you can also see, incidentally, not all of these boxes are filled in. I think it's random as to which ones are available to you. All 3 are available here, but this one, say the third one isn't. I think there is a third one that in existence. I think it's just random as to which ones he gets access to each game. But you also occasionally get an XCOM. Actually, as a matter of fact, now that I look at it, you always get 3. That's what it is. In every column, you get 3 things. If it grants you an XCOM one, it doesn't grant you, say, one of these ones. The XCOM ones are randomly chosen from among abilities that exist for certain XCOM classes. In this case, this is a shotgun, or what do you call this, ranger ability. But let's take it. I love that one. He's got to remember he has it to remember to use it. That way he can automatically bait somebody into using a reflex. What do you call it? An Overwatch shot against him, and it'll miss. Right? Is that what that was? Or is it just the first shot? Period. Yeah, first Overwatch shot. And do we have... no, nobody's ready to bond, so let's move on. We got a hair trigger out of that. Some new corpses to study.
Considering the limited resources available to you, Commander, you have still managed to exceed my expectations. Excellent.
We also got a scientist, and we countered the wild hunt, so that won't come back to haunt us. The extra scientist is reducing our research time by 25% further. Excellent. Alright, everybody's still working as hard as they can. We're going to play only until the next mission starts, so we're going to call it quits there. Let's go back to the bridge. Right? We are researching shit? Yeah. Get some supplies. Let's get that engineer going. As soon as we have that, we'll finish making contact with that other area. I still want that convoy ambush. We may not have time to get it. I think they disappear from the map after a time. Alright, she's trained up. Let's go do some more training.
The factions could use a place to coordinate their operations, Commander. This ring Shen designed sounds like a great candidate for our next construction effort.
I agree. Alright, Baker. Let's just move down the list. No, we went up the list, didn't we? I forget. I forget how we did this. I think we started with a specialist. We probably moved up the list. Let's go with the Grenadier. Just evenly training them. I probably should look at their abilities first. Like if they have high hacking, I should be going specialist, say. But whatever.
When inspired, our team is actually quite efficient.
Alright, we got 30 intel out of that. I'm not sure it was really worth it. But we did it.
Commander, if we intend on discovering the purpose of the chip we extracted from you, we'll need to conduct the appropriate research as soon as possible.
Alright, 14 days to get this. We really need this.
I will make that our highest priority.
Thank you. 2 weeks. Yikes. Alright. After smoke began to rise from a nearby landmark, we used our long-range scanners to probe the site. With no immediate indication of hostile activity, we conducted an aerial sweep and found an engineer living in a small settlement nearby who was trying to signal XCOM. That was Dr. Lucy Roberts, an engineer. Let's grab her. Done. Let's send her to work. Let's have her aid in clearing out this alien machinery and help out the other guy or girl. It's only 3 days now instead of 6, right? 1 day. Oh, 1 day instead of 3, sorry. Alright, let's finish. I think we were grabbing this one, right? I believe this is what we were doing.
Setting course for Sector 14,
let's finish it.
East Asia.
Hopefully before the end of the month when our income comes in. Alright, so that's cleared out. Let's view that room. We got, by the way, 31 supplies and 10 alien alloys out of doing that. So here we're going to build the resistance ring. We really need this. It'll take 3 of our power, cost us 80 supplies, take 12 days. But if we assign someone to help build it... Okay, there we go. Hopefully it's only 6 days. Yep. We still have 1 person left over. We really want to get at this, so let's start digging further.
Now that members of the resistance factions have joined us on the Avenger, I thought you might want an area where you can meet, to organize and plan future operations together. This coil could provide us with some additional power for the Avenger systems, but we'll need to add some shielding first to protect the crew.
Alright. Squatty Christian Baker is trained up. Okay. Let's pull out of that. He's got a fucked up mask, doesn't he? We may or may not let him keep that. It's kind of interesting. Alright, let's just keep going up the ranks. Actually, let's double check. Can we see their abilities? We can't see it, can we? Let's see our best. Next one we're going to do is specialist. Let's see the best hacking skill we have. Say. Out of these 3. Hacking is 5. Maybe it's automatically 5 unless you make them a specialist. 5. So maybe it really makes no difference.
We're picking up an unsecured
transmission
from some clown calling himself Van Dorn. Doesn't sound like the kind of recruit we're looking for.
You, Daniel, are going to be a specialist.
Commander, we just got word that the Resistance hit an Advent supply line. We have an opportunity to salvage some high-value materials, assuming we can clear out the alien forces guarding the site first.
Let's do that. We'll call it quits as soon as we launch this. As soon as we land, rather.
Setting course for West Asia.
Commander, it would appear the aliens have sent a particularly nasty group of
creatures. Looks like pretty much the same team. We do have a hair trigger now, though.
Even Advent can barely control them. I would strongly.
Let's add the hair trigger to. Hard to decide, actually. I'm gonna put it on the bullpup, actually. Well, if I can. It's already been upgraded, hasn't it? No, why is it painted? Alright, hair trigger. Not sure why it's already red. Let's give it a pattern as well. Actually, I'll give it a different color as well. For hair triggers, I usually like to go green. This looks like a trigger, and green means go. That's why I like to color code and remember what they are, kind of. I don't always remember what my color coding scheme is, so it's not always flawless. Oops, I don't want to do that. I'm going to do upgrade, customize. Customize the weapon, make it green. That'll do. Okay, and I want to save that expanded magazine for a sniper rifle. So we're good as is.
Squad green to deploy.
Alright, we are saving the game and exiting as soon as I land here because I've got to get going on some things, but I will be back shortly.
Resistance got the jump on an Advent troop transport moving through this area, and they've left the goods for us to salvage. The transport is still disabled, but it's likely we'll encounter hostile forces attempting to lock down the site. Secure the AO and seize whatever you can.
How you doing, B? How you doing? Alright.
Menace 1-5.
So we're gonna save it right here. When we come back, Operation Dragon Valley.
And eliminate all hostile forces.
Our initial readings were correct, Commander. The aliens have clearly unleashed their most unrestrained subjects on this area.
Uh-oh. So there'll be some badass monsters on this map, apparently. Probably at this level, I'm gonna guess faceless. Sometimes that means berserkers. Probably faceless. We'll find out when we come back. Save the game as YT. You can turn the hair dryer on, that's okay. See you guys.